guys, today I'm doing a getting ready with me for a college party. I see these videos on YouTube lots, so I was like, I'll do one. How do I put this? This is very different makeup than what I wore like going out in New York. It's a very different scene. Like no fake eyelashes or anything. I'm just moisturizing right now. And honestly, just recently, I haven't been wearing a lot of makeup like you've seen in my videos. I just haven't really been wearing a lot of makeup. And then, you know, I just really been liking this foundation a lot. It conceals like a lot of, it's very full coverage. So it's the Milani Conceal and Perfect. Let me just talk about some differences that I've experienced within my first week of college. So if you haven't been following my videos for a while, so I went to the Fashion Institute in New York and I transferred to Georgia State University, which is in Atlanta, in downtown Atlanta. So I currently live in Atlanta and they're both cities. These are just a few things that I've noticed that have been different. Like, okay, one thing, like all the Uber drivers I've had here, Uber drivers.
Who's the hottest Uber driver you've ever had?
I never went to Uber driver.
All the Uber drivers I've had here like are really nice and like have conversations with me, like just like nice people. In New York, I mean, I guess it's just a minding your own business type of thing. Like people in New York just mind their own business, so no one really wants to hear about your day or anything like that. But Uber drivers like didn't really talk in New York. It would be like once in a blue moon that like I would have a conversation with Uber drivers, and like every time like I would like try to start conversation just because like I don't know, I don't like the awkward silence. But in New York they don't really talk. Also, another thing that I've noticed is living here, I feel like I can breathe again. Literally, like, I don't know if it's because I'm not in like a concealed room, like I have so much daylight. I don't know, like, if it's the weather. I don't know what it is, but like in New York, I felt like I was like being suffocated unless I was like listening to music, walking down the street, like seeing the Empire State Building. Like unless I felt like I was in a movie, I always felt like suffocated in New York, and I felt stuck. And like I think also the fact that like everything that I ever knew was so far from me, so far from my like grasp, reach. And also I have my car in Atlanta, so I can, you know, go wherever, do whatever, which is awesome. I love that. But just like as a whole here, like it's amazing. I live right in downtown, like in the middle of everything, and I still feel like I'm having like the life like that I want, if that makes sense. Like this is the type of city life that I want. I'm making new friends here, but I also have the option to visit my friends at other colleges that are in the South, have them visit me. Like one of my friends is coming tonight from a college in Georgia, and like it's just so easy. But like I don't want to say that it's easy, because like obviously like moving out, living by yourself, everything like that isn't easy in general. I also just kind of wanted to quickly touch, try not to talk about too much. If you want a full video about long distance, let me know, but I just want to talk about doing long distance a little bit. Maybe Patrick will want to be in a video with me, maybe he'll want to film it too. But like, I've had a lot of people ask me how long distance was, like how we made it work and everything like that. So I was in New York and Patrick was still in Georgia. He still is in Georgia, and we saw each other 2 times in 5 months. And he went to school mid-August, and then we saw each other the end of October, and then Thanksgiving, and then I came back for Christmas. So as you could probably imagine, that was the hardest thing that we did in our relationship. And I mean, gonna be honest, there were like quite a few times where we were like, I don't know like if we can do this anymore, because especially in the beginning it was all fighting, and we were always arguing, and it was kind of like, why are we doing this if we're both sad, like if this relationship isn't making us happy? And I think that that was definitely our fault of not kind of like talking more about what we're gonna do as a long distance couple before we left, because it ended up being we would start talking about things that we didn't plan for, and it would be over text, and it would be, you know, he had events, I had events, and it was just hard to like keep in contact. And especially when you're texting and you're angry, like that just amplifies emotions so much, and like things can come out wrong. And so yeah, if you're in a long distance relationship, I would suggest if you're gonna argue, which you will, you need to argue over the phone, or better on FaceTime. People say like, how'd you do it? Okay. And what I have to say about that is we barely did it. And I'm just being honest, like we thought we were gonna break up a lot, and it was very hard. So I mean, nevertheless we did it, but it was the two things that you need to know and that you need to do in a long distance relationship is communication. Talk about what you're feeling, what you're doing, the people you're meeting, like everything like that, because you have two different lives now, and you really, like, if you're in the dark about the other person's life, you don't feel connected to them at all. So communication, and also trust, which was like, okay, I need to stop talking and do my makeup. But trust was like a big thing for me, because you know, I never thought that I was one that had like trust issues, but like after going through long distance, like I guess I have a little bit of trust issues. And it's nothing that Patrick's ever done. Like, he's never done anything to like make me break my trust. It's just like a natural thing for me. I don't trust people, and I never realized that until long distance. And a lot of it, which I figured out late in the game, was stemmed from being insecure and not confident in myself. Because if I was confident in myself and everything like that, I wouldn't be worried about who he's meeting, like what girls he's, you know, hanging out with, stuff like that. But yeah, trust and communication. I still have like a lot of things that I can say about long distance, so if you do want a video, I can ask him to do one. Comment down below, because I'm sure he'll be in it. Yeah, so anyway, we were long distance. So this is we went to the same high school, and we had all the same friends, you know. Our lives were very similar, besides the fact that he did sports and was a guy and is a guy and I didn't do sports and I did YouTube. So we had the same friend group, you know, we did the same things, we hung out with the same people. And then in college, I obviously moved to New York, and my life was insane and nothing like the college experience. But his was, he has, you know, the classic college experience, which he wanted, and I realized soon that I wanted that too. And so it was completely different, and it was hard to like relate to him, and it still is, because I don't understand like boys, obviously. But it's hard to understand, and like it's just hard to understand when you're not in the situation. And even like just now moving to Georgia State, like little things, I'm like, I get it now. Like, I understand why he wasn't texting me in these situations, like stuff like that, like little things like that that you don't know until you're like in it. So yeah, but yeah, so we're back together now. Well, we didn't break up. We're like, we are close in proximity. We are 7 minutes away from each other. That's even closer than living at home, like at our parents' houses, so it's weird. So here's my eyeshadow. I just feel like warm. If I'm not doing like false eyelashes and like liner, then I normally stick with like warm tones, because I feel like when I do cool tones, like it just looks weird if I don't go like all out. So this is like super simple. You've like watched my YouTube videos for a while, you will know that I used to do insane makeup, and I wasn't very good at it, and I'm very much so better than makeup now. I just haven't been wearing a lot of makeup, and that's just because of my acne, and I've talked about this before, because of like the texture on my face. I don't want like so much going on, if that makes sense. If I had flawless skin, I would do smoky eyes every day because I love doing makeup and it's so fun. Let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see too, because I'm making a lot of videos just because I'm doing half online classes. That's not just for YouTube, that's for my job too, slash internship. I guess it's an internship, but so I have a lot more time to film, which is what I wanted, and I really like doing online classes anyway. So yes, oh my gosh, my makeup desk looks insane. There we have the makeup, really glowy. Don't really like the lipstick right now, actually, at all. Okay, well, I'm gonna take off my lipstick in a minute, but yeah, that is the dealio. Let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see. Follow me on Instagram, Snapchat for more posts that I post. And thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.